Hi, everybody. BC and the rest of the gang are here again, and this time it's the Synthen Lounge. So y'all know what that means. We're just talking. We're just talking.
BC, did you change my name? I put my knockoff name on there. Did you just change it back?
Yes, I 100% did.
You mother Hubbard.
Did you forget that I am the one that holds the power here?
I forgot that was a thing you could do. I was like, what the?
What the?
BC has the power.
Anyway.
The power of Gray Skull.
So who here has actually seen the new Masters of the Universe movie?
I have not.
I haven't.
I haven't seen it.
No one? Okay, alright, well, we don't gotta talk about it then. Yeah, I guess we can take a moment to talk about Wave 3 again? If we want to?
I mean, we did see... Oh no, Hasbro fucking AI bullshit.
What do they do now?
And they want to integrate AI into more of their projects because Chris Cox, for whatever reason, can't grasp the concept of other companies abandoning AI because it's expensive. So they're like, wait a minute, we as a toy company already disrespect our IPs enough. How much further can we try to burn this company down? Oh, let's use AI and try to, like, get a lot of the voices turned to AI, like Peter Cullen. Like, make...
Okay. Bookie. Triggered a BC rant. I'm going to say something that I know for a fact is going to upset a lot of people. With how much we are all wanting to point the finger and put all the blame on Chris Cox for this one, yeah. It pains me to say this, but he's not 100% to blame for it this time.
Wait, what? It's not?
This time, hear me out.
Okay, I'm scared.
One thing that people will literally lose their ever-loving fucking minds over if they are not casted in any other projects.
Peter Cullen.
If there's a new project that happens to have Optimus in it, the fan base will screech that it needs to be him doing the voice.
Just let the man retire.
Exactly, despite the fact that the man is practically pushing 90. Let the dude take a fucking break. So with how much all these people are sitting there like, no, not Peter Cullen, not Optimus Prime. Well, guess what? This AI bullshit is going to permanently give you Peter Cullen.
I don't like that at all.
Like it either. But guess what? All those G1 diehard fanboys are going to be sitting there jizzing their fucking pants because they're all sorts of excited over the fact that it's going to be Peter Cullen all the fucking time now.
Oh. Wait, I have the
Oh.
It's going to hit like a truck 40 years later.
Exactly. By the time they finally
hit like a truck, ask Thrust.
So by the time these imbeciles finally realize the damage that they did, it'll already be too late. All these voice actors' voices will be uploaded into this AI BS. They're going to pump it through into all their projects, and it's going to end up burning the franchise down to the ground. And they will have no one to blame but themselves. Because all they had to do was shut up and accept the fact that new talent is needed. And the fact that they refuse to accept this and are refusing to let anybody else take the reins, what else can they do? So at that point, you really got to ask yourself, how much can we really blame Chris Cox for in regards to a lot of the decisions? Because a lot of these same problems and issues we're just as responsible for, because we're too entitled for our own fucking good. Like, let me put it to you like this: when here's a perfect example. When the authorized seeker mold was first coming out, people were hating on that because in their eyes it was strictly just a scale of the Classics Deluxe. Yeah, that couldn't be any further from the truth. It share the cues from the Classics mold. Yes, absolutely, it does. But is it the Classics Deluxe word for word? No. And in the articulation. The proof is in the many different engineering tactics that went into actually remaking the figure. Proof is literally in how the figure performed. The only joint the Earthrise Seeker mold is missing is a waist joint. That's it. And it's entirely because of how they chose to do the fucking cockpit. I still cannot understand the random ass fucking penis connection. That just, I can't understand why they did it that way. But at the end of the day, they looked at it like, look at everything that the Classics Deluxe did, and look at how seamless it is. Do that, but at the Voyager scale. People lost their ever-loving minds over it. And not in a good way, because they were looking at it like it's just the Classics toy blown up. I'm one of the most avid defenders of the Earthrise Seeker mold. So, yeah, of course, I, of all people, am going to step in and be like, actually. So, with that stated, here is where it took the shift. And to be fair, I'm just as guilty of this myself, but not to the degree that these other entitled little bitches are. When 86 Thundercracker was first revealed, and we finally got to see what the new 86 Seekers were going to look like, all those same people that got their hands on that Thundercracker are now all of a sudden trying to spin around and say that the Earthrise mold was better. And it's all because this new 86 Seeker mold has some fit and finish issues. Let that sink in. No, like seriously, let that sink in. You're telling me that the very same mold that you hated and harped on, all because it was a fucking upscale, even though there was plenty of improvements made to it, somehow better than the one we have now.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's definitely going to be a weird thing going forward with the future of this franchise, because like I don't totally hate AI with every fiber of my being because it's in everything that we use past a point. I'm just not crazy about the way they said they want to integrate it into their projects. Like, come on.
Well, and then, even then, like my point is now all of a sudden you get one that's basically exactly what you were screaming for: cartoon accuracy. And because of like two specific things, all of a sudden the Earthrise is the better toy.
You know, for that, like the 86 one shares a lot of.
What I was going to share my opinions on how I feel about AI, but I feel like it'll derail the topic, especially considering that. I'll wait until we're done with until we're done with the topic at hand. But what I will say right now, though, is I feel like AI should not be used on everything.
No, it shouldn't be.
I'm inclined to agree with that. But yeah, just again, the point I'm getting at is you sane entitled little bitches are the reason why they're going this direction. Which you can't let go. You can't let go of Peter Cullen as Optimus, and I'm afraid of the day when it starts happening to Frank Welker.
Yeah,
I'm afraid for basically all the legacy voice actors now, because at this point they're never going to get a break anymore. And like, they did their due diligence, they did their part. Leave them be. But no. Now all of a sudden we got to have AI completely faking their voices to a T, just so that you guys can sit there and tap away at it. Like, just no. That something about that just doesn't sit right with me.
like it has its place and use case in certain applications, but it should not be in the creative field.
Okay, so anyways, please go ahead.
Okay, to kind of like, okay, so on the topic of using AI for like people's voices, whatever, it's one thing if you have the legal rights to an actor or celebrity's voice to use it. Like, that's what James Earl Jones had done. Like, when he retired, he gave Disney, literally gave them the rights to his voice, so they could use his voice for Darth Vader for anything in the future, or like going forward. Which, part of me think that's cool, but I mean, I was about to say part of me think it's cool, but at the same time, it's kind of like weird. But then again, I was, but wait, he willingly gave them the rights to his voice, so that's why, like, they literally used AI for Darth Vader's voice in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which honestly, like, I think that was a smart move, given that, like, how, like, at what point in the series at what point the series took place in the Star Wars timeline. Because I love James Earl Jones as Darth Vader, but with how the guy, how old he had gotten, like, his voice like sounds noticeably different. Which again, I don't have a problem with that, but I still appreciate how they utilized it, especially in the part where his mask was damaged and like the like Anakin and Vader's voices kind of like blended, or like they're alternate. I thought that was cool. Now, when it comes to using AI to replace actors, it's one thing if the actors themselves or their estate had, given explicit permission or the rights to use the person's voice, whether they're still alive or if they're dead. But just using it for, like, to the point where basically, like, we can make our own voices. We don't need you anymore to voice actors. Like, why are we about to phase out voiceover actors? What's next? You're going to phase out live actors and just, like, AI generate whoever the hell you want?
Hey, calm down. You're giving them ideas. Calm down.
Don't feed the machine. Don't feed the machine, please. I beg of you.
You're gonna give them money making ideas here.
Fuck. Well, if they do start doing that, I claim the credit to that. I want royalties for that shit.
They'll just the AI your voice and say you give them full permission and you take no royalties.
They will 100% do that too.
Anyways, I also feel like AI is being used way too much for everything. You want to know what I like the most I've done with using AI? Photo editing. Like specifically, if I see something in my photos that I'm like, I want to remove that, and I just go onto my phone and like circle it and hit erase, it's gone. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's impressive that AI can do that. That is the most I do. That is the most I ever do with AI. I've literally disabled any other AI functions on my phone because last thing I want is for the robot uprising to happen sooner. And I don't understand why AI has to be used for everything now. Have people not watched the Terminator movies? Like, does Skynet, Cyberdyne Systems not ring a bell? T-1000. Like, come on. Stephen Hawking had warned us about this. And that's why whenever I talk to my Echo device, I say please and thank you to her. Because maybe that might score me some brownie points. So whenever the robots come after me, she'll just say, hey, leave him alone. He's polite. And like, I think AI, if it has to be used for anything, I don't know how true this is, but I remember seeing a meme somewhere where like it stated that AI could literally be used for medicine. Like it can literally detect cancer before it starts forming. I don't know how true that is. So take that with a grain of salt. But I think that would be a neat way to use it. A very productive way to use it.
The thing with that is like we've had uses of like quote unquote AI since electronics have become a thing, like monitoring systems and security detection systems and stuff like that. Like that's all, pre-programmed to detect certain faults and certain things.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess you could train it on like human genetics and say, hey, this is normal. These are the other things that are also normal. If this happens, it's probably cancer.
Yeah. So, and like, I feel like there will reach a point where humans will start like using AI, and then they'll say, just for added effect, Alexa, open the pod bay doors.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. Also, I'm not
Alexa,
loud.
quiet. No, that's enough. That's enough. Yeah.
Trying to get us thrown off the internet.
Yeah.
Skynet is going to become real now.
I was polite about it. Okay, so literally that's all I wanted her to say was, I'm sorry. Just make that pop culture reference. I feel like there will reach a point where AI will start doing that, or God forbid, if astronauts were to start experiencing that first. So, and not to mention data centers. We don't freaking need them. Get rid of data centers. We need to rely less and less on AI, for crying out loud. I'm done.
So here is one thing, and Bees put it perfectly. If you're using AI to generate thousands of different things, basically doing all the work while you sit back and relax, yeah, no, that's a scumbag fucking move, and you shouldn't be getting paid for that, because at that point, you didn't do any of the fucking work.
Also, on that note, those of you who've watched Marvel Studios' Secret Invasion, the opening sequence, that was all AI generated. That literally could have been someone's job to have done that, but no. But no, Disney is like, nah, AI.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
It was the intro, right?
Yeah, not the music, but the whole like little swirly artsy bits.
Yeah. Anyways, what I was gonna say was Bees put it very perfectly. If you use AI just as like a tweaking tool, like you're taking it and you're using it to fix up a few blemishes on a photo, fine. I don't see an issue with that. Because if anything, you're not using it to do all the work. You're using it as a repair tool. At that point, I'm a lot more okay with it. Because I'm not forcing it to do all the work for me.
Exactly.
So with that being stated, when AI starts replacing voice actors, that's not using it as a tool. That's using it to take people's jobs away. And then, like what else was said, when you can start generating real actors as close to like physically right in front of you as humanly possible, all of a sudden the need for the real life voice actors or the real life actors is going to become non-existent. It's a problem. And the fact that Hasbro is feeding into it is another issue in of itself. But back to the original point that I made, we cannot put all of the blame strictly on what AI is, because at the end of the day, fundamentally, we have fans in this fan base who cannot accept that Peter Cullen is getting too old. And the fact that they can't accept that he's getting too old to the point where he should be retiring by now, but instead he's constantly sticking his neck out for you entitled little assholes to then be randomly fucking assaulted conventions, all because people, for whatever reason, cannot fathom the idea that he has a life of his own. No, you're just gonna sit there and act like shit's good, and that now that you're gonna have Peter Cullen no matter what, like, oh, you're all good now, huh? Here is my stake on this. I'm putting this one down, and I'm not moving on this, no matter how much you beg for mercy. Once all is said and done, if you were one of the people where you were excited to hear that this AI thing was going to give you Peter Cullen for the rest of your days, hand in your Transformers fandom card. Do it right now. Because I see it. I have been really trying my best not to be that guy. I have been trying my damnedest to be as open and accepting as humanly possible. There is literally an interview tape joke with Wookie where he fans himself because he finds out I'm accepting of all. That I am saying, hand in your fucking nerd card. That should tell you something. When the person who is the most accepting out of anyone, especially of the 4 people here, is telling you to hand in your nerd card because you support this shit, that alone should tell you that you're the fucking problem.
Yeah, you know you fucked up at that point.
Yeah.
Anyways, who here can do screen sharing? I want to move on to talk about something a little bit more positive. Before I get like more pissed the fuck off.
I got frequency.
Oh, speaking of frequency and 86 shockwave, Beans finally learned a lesson. He transforms the stuff after he opened it now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's become like a habit at this point, honestly. Like, I get a new figure, I'm like, oh, sweet, I mess around with the articulation, and then I just put it, plop it on the shelf. But, yeah, like, fun fact, I don't know if this is already mentioned or not, but I had the Studio Series TF1 Starscream figure, and as I was like messing with it, for the first time in ages, I noticed he had 2 left hips.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's like the first time that I can immediately recall where I've had that glaring of a QC issue from a Hasbro product.
Man.
And he's laughing at my pain, you jerk off.
Man.
No, I'm laughing because when you showed it to us, I genuinely felt sorry for you, but then I stopped thinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute. You've had that for months, and you just now noticed it. Did you transform it when you first opened it? No. Why you didn't notice until now?
I can only name like a small handful of figures I never transformed for like months. I think.
I mean, to be fair, honestly, it's a neat, like, the Starscream figure looks neat, but at the same time,
Hey, what's that, uncles?
it's still kind of meh.
Mommy, why are you?
Monkey shines.
No, say hi. Oh, just say hi.
Monkey shines.
Hi, little JJ.
Is that Uncle Ed? Is that Uncle Ed? So, and real quick, so that nobody gets it twisted, I'm not making fun of bees. I'm not. Like, I realize it sounds like I'm making fun of him at his own expense. I promise that's not what I'm doing. The situation is so funny because for years it seemed fine, and I wasn't like, I looked at it like, hey man, it's your toy, do whatever the hell you want. That was the one time where when I left it be, he had a serious QC issue, and he didn't notice for months until he finally went to do the transformation.
Yeah, at that point, I have no one to blame but myself for that. So when that happens, and DC is like laughing at me for my stupidity, I'm just sitting there like, how could this happen to me? I made my mistake.
Oh man. All right. We gotta pack homie up.
Yeah, nah. That's until pack these up. He's done. But yeah, nah.
That's packed in vehicle mode. I have no choice but to transform it at that point. Like frequency here.
Yeah, exactly. Like that, but that like he got so used to it that again, no one really treated it as an issue until he actually ran into an issue that if he was transforming his figures straight out of the box, he'd have caught it. And we would have been able to help him a lot quicker.
Oh.
But just like,
so yeah, and then BC literally spotted in the wild the SS-86 Shockwave, like in the wild in his area. I was like, oh, what a coincidence! I'm getting him I'm getting him from Amazon today, and so I got him from Amazon, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna transform this. Partly because I want to see how different it is from this thing.
yeah, and guess what? He noticed no issues with it. He learned that lesson the hard way.
Man.
New lesson learned: transform your figures as soon as you get them.
Yeah, and again, like, I'm gonna keep stressing this, especially since he's had issues with people doing this to him in the past. I'm not making fun of him at his expense. I'm not. It's genuinely we lived, we laughed, we learned the lesson, we moved on.
So yeah, I want to gush over this for a bit. Okay, so I got this back in 2019. Just about everybody did.
Yeah.
It was good for what it was at the time. The biggest issue I had with this was the fact that it was a blatantly obvious leader class figure, and he came with a Power Rangers battleizer. That's the best way I can describe it. What the fuck else can you call it? So the team at Hasbro was like, you know what? Hold my beer. Let's improve this figure. I was kind of annoyed at the fact that this was not a brand new mold, because I think like just reusing a mold is a bit lazy, unless like to be fair though, sometimes a fresh coat of paint does wonders. So not only did they give him a fresh coat of paint, but they got rid of all that surface detailing, the metallic poop streaks that were on him, many other figures from the line, and yeah, they got rid of. This thing's amazing. Like it's such a beautiful shade of purple. Like holy crap!
Yeah, they retooled a ton on that thing, and it is beautiful. But also the little like arm wire cable thing like degraded on mine. So
nice.
Siege was due for a replacement, anyways.
Oh my god!
So based on everything that I have seen, and like actually picking it up and looking at it in the box for the very first time, I can say with absolute confidence, if you have been using your Siege Shockwave as your main Shockwave for a hot little minute, you can replace it with confidence.
Yeah.
Like, I can say this with pride, and I don't even have it yet.
Now, imagine if they give us a new 86 Galvatron, but they make him a commander. I'll be kicking myself for buying the 86 liter one if they release a commander.
Honestly, I like the even though I was annoyed by the fact that that SS-86 Galvatron was a lazy repaint, I think they retooled didn't they retool something on it? Or is it just like a straight up fresh coat of paint?
Just a repaint.
Yeah, it's just a repaint, but they have.
But either way, it looks amazing with that 86 movie accurate color like coat of paint. Like wow, you would have thought this was like a whole new figure.
Wouldn't put it past Hasbro, since there is a new Commander class Rodimus coming out.
Oh, don't remind me.
Wait. What's wrong with what's been going on in the rumor mill about that?
Basically, if Hasbro redid Rodimus, they'd want to basically redo him entirely. If they do redo him entirely, I hope they just basically do a DX9 carry where it's all transformable and you don't have to detach the trailer. Be really cool.
Let me say this. If they do it like that, it'll at least give me a reason to justify keeping the Kingdom one, because
yeah,
and like there's a reason I'm bringing this specific rule up, because I'm gonna have to break it soon. But that said, I've been saying for ages that Commander class is such a great size class of Transformers action figures that Rodimus Prime is the weakest of the Commanders, and that really isn't saying much, because as a Commander class toy, him by himself is phenomenal.
the only complaint I have about Roddy is fix the head, please. Why he look like that?
Okay, no.
There's something off about the head, honestly.
My main beef with Rodimus is in comparison to everybody else that kind of does the same thing. His trailer just opens up and flips up a cannon. That's it.
One thing I want to say about a Kingdom Rodimus, though, is that, 5 years ago, I found that was the first and so far only time, at least the first time that I can recall, where I've seen a Commander class figure at a Walmart. Which then again, I guess that may just be my area kind of thing. But when I found him, it was on Scrapyard a few years back. I vented about, I was talking about in the episode Learning to Forgive, just how I was just butt fucked raw by a previous employer, where I got after getting fired from that shithole because of a whole bunch of bullshit reasons from there. Luckily, I managed to get a new job lined up quickly after, but still, I ended up having to take a pay cut. And while I was still dealing with the emotional aftermath of all that, finding that Kingdom Rodimus figure in stores, that definitely helped. I had the money for it, definitely, but I was like, "Ooh, yes, I need this. Needed it specifically for my emotional sake," and I want it for my collection. So I enjoy it. I enjoy the figure.
And before we move on to my initial point about the Commanders, it's funny he brought that up, because there's something I need to say in regards to that whole learning to forgive aspect of that episode. Because that topic was kind of heavy for us all, but I went into that with a very, very strong belief that I was never going to forgive a very specific person whom I am not going to flat out call out right now. Who am I kidding? Marvelous. Basically, that episode, everything was still tense, everything was still fresh. So because of that, we all felt a specific way. We all said things to each other. Bees bringing that up is forcing me to, and he disappeared. He disappeared.
Oh.
Did he say something in the private chat?
No, he did not. He might have hit internet died, maybe.
I'm hoping that's the case, because I was literally about to mention that.
Yeah, I noticed.
I was convinced I couldn't forget him, and then I saw him again for the first time at TFCon, and I've been singing my praises to everybody in our groups. He shocked the shit out of me.
I've noticed that he left them as soon as you said his name. I was like, wait, Dude, did you just like? I think you got the wrong message there, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna guys. Give me a second.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't think you had like a negative thing to say, which would be odd considering we've been very like positive to each other thus far.
So yeah, I just shot him a message. Hopefully, I can get that explained because that was not what I was trying to do. Hold on 1 second. Do I have a Discord? No, I do not. Fuck.
I hope he didn't hurt his feelings.
I hope so too.
Yeah, I hope not. That's. It didn't sound like you had anything bad to say in that moment either, which.
Yes. Oh Lord, I feel like
Was it something you said, or was it?
no response.
I don't know if I have him on any of my socials.
Anyways, yeah. The whole learning to forgive thing that I was getting at. I was cruel and I was harsh to him. And again, at the time, it was fair, but that same lesson that I was trying to teach everybody else, he kind of taught me in a single night. That even people that seemed as if they were too far gone can come back. And yeah, that's what I was trying to do. And clearly enough, I might have upset him. So, Marvelous, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I should have got to the point a lot quicker than I did.
Ah, there he is.
Yeah, I hope it's nothing bad that Mikey left. I hope not.
Yeah, I hope so too. Give me a minute. Anyways, all right. So here is anyways, if somebody could get a screen share going so we can sit here and talk about some bots.
TF Wiki, right?
Uh,
I don't know. It'd probably be TF Wiki.
So yeah, if you could go ahead and pull up the images for Wave 3 of AOTP, I would greatly appreciate it. Oh, Frequency's little drone dude.
He's the word. He's the word.
He is the word.
Bird, 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 bird is the word.
There it is.
There you are.
Hello.
Okay, so to actually get back to what I was trying to say before he dipped and we all got scared, basically the point I was getting at was some things were said. There was heat, there was beef, there was a lot of different things. And I was thoroughly convinced that I could never forgive Marvelous. And then I saw him at TFCon 2025 for the first time in years. And I was able to attest to the fact that he stepped up to that plate and he did what not a lot of people really have the strength to do. He looked himself in the mirror and said, "No more. I need to change. I need to be better." He's like, even though it's not precisely word for word what he's saying, the changes show for themselves. And I have been singing his fucking praises ever since. And like, everybody here knows me. I don't sing somebody's praises unless they actually do something to earn it. He earned this fucking praise. So like I stated, where I was giving off lessons that sometimes forgiveness is something that is tough to come by. When you have reality smack you in the face, it forces you to look at things from a different perspective. So it makes me very happy to see that Marvelous is back around with everybody, and he's showing to as many people, especially within our ranks, as he possibly can. I have changed, and that says a lot to me. So everybody, clap it up.
Okay, why can I
Thanks.
not find the page?
You are welcome. Go to TFW 2005 if it's going to be that big of a problem.
TFA 2005?
TFW 2005.
TFW 2000. Okay. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, there should be an article there.
Generations. Okay. Yeah, this looks like. All right.
See, it's moments like these where I wish JJ was here.
All right.
All right, let's do this.
Wait. You want JJ over here because you made a knockoff of his knockoff of your show?
For the screen sharing aspect, you dolt.
I just couldn't find the site, so I finally found it.
Okay, so you got to find the article with 3. It should be.
We got
Not that. Where is it? What did you do, Mookie?
I clicked on the new stuff. This was updated today.
Okay, go back to the actual site. Or the front page. Click that. Click Megazark's beautiful face.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
That could be it right there. Scroll down. There we go. All right, we have the figures. Scroll back up and click on Swindle. There we go. All right, now we can do this.
Now we're in business.
Now we in business, boys.
Where's my pre-order link, Hasbro?
So yeah, we're much like what we did with Scrapyard. Only we're actually going to go a lot more off the cuff this time because we have plenty of time to talk about this. Let's go ahead and let Buki speak because, well, I'm pretty sure he has plenty to say.
The swindle, though, I'm excited for it. I just want my damn pre-order link. But also, is it me or just the cannon on Swindle's shoulder look strange? Hang on. Okay, it's not supposed to be mounted on his shoulder. He's supposed to have, like, a big gun for his arm. That's clearly for Bruticus, but... I don't know, though. This looks like it's not a bad thing. They probably had to figure out a way to pad out the Voyager price on this guy, since Swindle is not inherently a complex design. The alt mode, though.
Yeah, I got it. Sorry.
Yeah. Take it or leave it, I guess. It looks fine. Trailer. I don't know. Marvelous?
Yeah, Marvelous, go ahead, man.
I think it looks to be the best Combaticon so far. Only issue is, like you guys pointed out, the alt mode kind of bugs me a bit. They could have tried a little bit better with that, but otherwise, it looks pretty good in my opinion.
Peace.
Bees, you can go next.
I'm excited to get him. And like honestly, like when I saw the initial photo of anyway, one of the initial vehicle mode photo I'd seen, I'm like, what the hell? Why does he got the wiener dog thing going on? I was like, oh right, the combiner bits, like I'm gonna use it as a trailer. Okay, yeah, that kind of threw me off a bit.
Yeah.
And if that bothers you, I mean, you don't have to have it connected to the Jeep mode. Like, chill. Yeah, it looks nice. Looks great. I'm excited. Like, Bruticus is my favorite Decepticon combiner, so I'm looking forward to it.
All right, my turn. So, probably pretty much like what we've been doing. Speaking on the robot mode first, this is what a peak Swindle looks like. And yeah, say what you will about the giant cannon on his shoulder. If that giant cannon is what guarantees he gets to have as much budget put into him as humanly possible to make him look this good, I'll take it. I'll take it. It looks fantastic. And then the Jeep mode. Now, I have a little bit of a story with the Jeep mode. Because every single time a new wave pops up, for any lines that I'm collecting, I speak about it with my wife, not because she's a fan necessarily, but because she kind of keeps me grounded and, reminds me, like, while yes, I see that you're a big fan of a lot of this, your main display requires this. Like, she very much keeps me organized. So when I was showing her this, she had this weird moment where she was like, don't you have that? And we were kind of confused for a little bit. And then I remembered the last time I actually had a Swindle while we were together was when I was in on the MP scale stuff. And I had the Ocular Max Perfection Series Swindle. And that bar none was the Swindle she was thinking of. And so yeah, this just something I found really funny. Overall, I think the Jeep mode looks spectacular. And yeah, it looks a little weird. It doesn't look word for word like a World War II Jeep. It looks close enough to where I can say, you know what? It's his Jeep mode. I'm good to go. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next Deluxe or the next Voyager.
Next, yeah, whatever is I know what the colors are referencing. It's his Galaxy Force.
Yes, I do have that figure.
Yeah, the Galaxy Force US version from Universe, I believe.
The only gripe I have, because the mold that they picked for Vector Prime is one of the few that would actually fit outside of just giving him a new mold. But man, I wish they could have at least fixed the legs. Like these little. If I can. Oh, no,
Yeah,
no, no.
the
little,
G-axis legs. I
like,
agree. I wish they had fixed those.
Like, not even retooling, like, the shins. Like, just removing the nubs on the side, because
Exactly, yeah.
otherwise it looks great. You know, the alt mode, very Vector Prime. I might pick this one up. I might not. I'm kind of in between on it. Marvelous.
I despise this version of like the color scheme. I don't mind the figure that much. I do think the upgrade kits really do help it. But overall, I just don't like this color scheme for Vector Prime. It could have been better. It should have been better. That's really about it.
Beat her up.
I'm coming. Okay, don't mind me. I'm holding a fryer basket. I'm making some tater tots. Anyway, to be real quick, because I've got a fryer basket in my hand. Air fryer, but anyway, yeah. Anybody knows me knows that I absolutely despise this retool, like the G-axis retool. I hated it. Because like when I first saw photos of it 2 years ago, I'm like, maybe my opinions will change when I get it in person. I got it in person, and I was like, I don't like this. But I held out hope for the possibility of some upgrade kit options, which like a month or two later, sure enough, there were like a couple of garage kits to choose from, and I decked one out with that kit. And BCE was like, well, what are you going to do when DNA Design announces their kit? I'm like, I guess we'll see how it looks. They announced it, and I wasn't even annoyed. I was like, I guess I'll get a second one because I used 3 different garage kits on the first one I'd gotten, and put the Repro label set on it, and it is gorgeous. In fact, I have it up there, and I would show it off, but I don't want to take up too much time. So yeah, my point is, this figure, honestly, while I'm disappointed that they didn't do any retooling to it, I'm really digging the colors. I'm really digging it, which, again, I know what it's referencing. It's referencing this. This is my first ever Vector Prime figure. And, I dig it. Like, I really love the colors. It makes them different. Makes them different from the Cybertron version. Makes them different and unique enough to fit in pretty well with the other primes. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be, at the very least, a DNA Design upgrade kit repaint release for this, and I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime, yeah, I kind of dig it. It's purely because of the colors on this. If they don't make an upgrade kit, I'd be okay with it. I'd be okay with how it looks.
So we're not going to talk about the shit. Okay. So I'm of two minds with this. When this was finally in my hands, keeping it in mind, I love to pose my figures. And while, yes, I definitely see why people are the biggest fan of this retool, they chose to do a Vector Prime retool from G-Axis, and G-Axis is a stupid posable figure. So the fact that he's a retool of a figure that is already stupid posable, and he carries the figure over, and he comes with a sword, it's literally a recipe for pure magic to me. I loved posing the first figure, and this one, I'm just hoping for better tolerances if I do decide to go in on this. Because if I do go in on this, then that basically means the one that I currently have would have to go to the Unicron trilogy shelf, and at that point, I'm going to need to figure out what the hell I'm going to do with that. So that said, here's where I'm at a bit of a crossroads. I've never been the biggest fan of these colors either. I mean, yeah, if it's going for the whole, I come from a time of ancient memories and a world where I am stuck between the past and the future, where I am a concept of time. Like, yeah, it definitely gives off that vibe. But it's one of those color schemes where it's either you like it or you don't. And as it stands right now, a lot of people are kind of standing on, we're not the biggest fan of this. That said, I'm convinced they're going to do the DNA kit for this as well. It's going to look better. It's going to feel better. And at that point, you can then have both of your Vector Primes fully upgraded, fully decked out, and you'll be good to go. Now, as far as the vehicle mode is concerned, this is where all of my issues with this build come into play. This is dog water. Like, okay, I call this dog water. But at least this is still like whooshable. This is still fun to mess around with, because in comparison to the absolute travesty that is the I am curling up into a ball on my living room floor. Look, Mom, I'm a Transformer alt mode. That is the AOP Sentinel. This is much better because it actually transforms.
The hell? Sorry about that. That's my ring chime.
If I do end up with it, I'll be happy. But no, it's no skin off my nose. And that's it.
Right here.
All right, next up, we got what is this guy's name? Joyride. Yeah. I like the Sure Shot mold a lot. It's really fun toy, really fun transformation. A couple of annoying tolerances, but nothing that's like deal breaking. Really like the color scheme though, and the alt mode. It's really good. I'm not. This is going to be an issue with every single one of these guys who come with like Micromasters or like the giant engines that plug up top, is they just look kind of awkward. But that's just the nature of it because it's a deluxe and we can't get their partner Target Masters or whatever these guys are called. BC will know more than me on that.
Power Masters.
I wish we could get those guys in like a core class form, but that'll never happen. So I mean, like as it is, I like it a lot. I'll probably get it. Marvelous.
I have yet to have Sure Shot, but from the looks of this figure looks amazing as a retool. I think it actually looks better than Sure Shot did, and I'm looking forward to getting this in hand as when it gets revealed. That's about it.
You're up.
I know next to nothing. Actually, honestly, absolutely nothing about the character. While I don't plan on getting it because I know he's JG1, but honestly, like to give him credit where credit is due. It does look cool. Looks nice. Looks neat. That's honestly all I got to say about it because, like I said, I don't really plan on getting the figure because I have no connection to the character.
Okay, so Buki, I'm definitely gonna need you to give me the vehicle mode here in just a second. Let me cook for a little bit here. Everybody here knows I am the JG1 guy of the show. So when I found out Joyride was getting a figure this year, I lost my ever-loving mind. Because I'm thinking, oh my lord, we're Power Master. This is going to be so awesome. He finally gets revealed, and it's this.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, let me tell you what I like. I do like the colors. It definitely looks like Joyride. I generally like the way the mold operates. Like, the transformation is very unique, very different. Definitely not something you would typically see. But what bugs me is Joyride did not look like Sure Shot. They were very distinct bots. So the fact that Joyride was shafted to Retool, Joyride was shafted to Retool, it makes me think that Hasbro has absolutely zero faith in the Power Masters as their own standalone figures. And where this really starts to come to a head, but also some other things were explained to me that might help this, is when we get to the vehicle mode. The vehicle mode is where my issues with this entire idea really starts to take shape. Look at the absolute muscle car bullshit we got going on here. Like, dude, you have a whole man's folded like an omelet on your hood. Like, this looks ridiculous. And, like, look, I understand certain budgets can't allow for certain things. I get it. I understand. I may not like it, but I get it. I understand. This is one of those areas where I have to genuinely ask where the fuck did the budget go. This feels like an absolute atrocity to me. You mean to tell me that this is the best way you can sell this gimmick? This is the only way you can sell the gimmick. This is sad. Now, that said, it was actually pointed out to me that there is a possibility that the actual engine block part can pop off from the back of the legs, and you can just completely remove the small little guy and just put the engine in. If that's the case, then cool. At least they addressed it and are just trying to show that, yes, you get the figure with it as well. You get the whole Power Master gimmick, but we also kept in mind the display options. That said, we don't, until we have the figure in hand, we really don't know. I don't want to hate this yet. Does BC have it in him to truly dislike a figure of this caliber? No. However, I am a firm believer of in-hand changes everything. Until I have this in hand, I cannot say for certain whether or not he is going to be an absolute flop or not. And that's it, as far as my opinions on Joyride. So can we move on to the next figure?
Yes.
Okay.
Wind Charger. I don't know. I have the Power of the Primes rendition and, or not tailgate. And I don't know how to feel about the head personally, unless it is actually, it's accurate to the G1 toy, and it's kind of accurate to the cartoon. A lot of those G1 designs were kind of not that great. I don't know. I like the Wind Charger mold. I'm just not too thrilled about the way the head looks. It's like he's wearing like one of those like protective padded helmets that you wear at like wrestling. Otherwise, if you like the Wind Charger mold, you'll like this. I'll probably like it.
These who just bonk.
My air fryer basket, I hit a bowl with it.
Okay, it literally sounded like you just bonked somebody on the head. It was funny. Yeah.
Right, it kind of does.
All right, Marvelous.
I don't mind how this looks. I never got Wind Charger, but I did. I do wish it was the IDW version of Tailgate instead of G1 Tailgate. But I do understand why they went with G1 Tailgate, especially after making Wind Charger. So I actually don't mind how this turned out, and I'm kind of looking forward to getting it.
Bees.
It looks great. It genuinely looks great. I'm really excited to get it, and what the? Get out of here. No. Dude.
Wrong tailgate. Wrong tailgate. Abort.
Sorry, at the moment he popped, I was like, ooh, I need to do this joke. Anyway. SS86 Wind Charger is an amazing mold. I knew it was only a matter of time until they use it to make him. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, I didn't talk about the alt mode at all. I don't think we ever did.
You've been swapping between the pictures. I thought we had some set up here, man. Come on.
We do. I'm bad at this. Okay. I'm not a presenter. Damn it.
Anyways, my turn, please. I think this looks absolutely amazing, and everybody that sat there said that I was wanting to Wind Charger to find anything else. Fuck you. I'm finally getting my Wind Charger, and I finally got my fucking tailgate. I'll kiss my fucking ass. I love the white, I love the blue, I love the red Autobot symbol, I love the pixel, I love everything about this, including his little fucking glare in his eyes. And then when we get to the alt mode, he's literally just this little white beam, and I absolutely love him. I cannot wait to have him myself. He's wonderful. Okay, jokes aside. This is actually a really solid mold, and the same fiscal year, we got it as both of the intended G1 characters. So if they do decide to do IDW Tailgate in the future, then by all means, we can have Tailgate. Set this it's mine to bring IDW Tailgate back up for a future rant because he has some shit to say. And Dora between him and Cyclonus, I'm fine with that. It's completely anyway,
You're cutting out a lot.
Yeah.
Why am I cutting out? Why am I cutting out now? Look, at that time I saw it. What the fuck is going on? Okay, what?
His end is broken.
Okay, how are we looking? How are we feeling? How are we sounding?
You sound fine. You think for now you sound fine, but you look kind of like still too.
How about
It's still, but you sound okay at least.
Yeah, you sound okay, but then Marvelous died.
Oh,
He died again. Marvelous, quit dying. I'm
Can
the
you see
one
my
who died. Dying is my thing.
yeah, you freeze up a lot, and your camera quality kind of.
He needed to leave.
Yeah, you're frozen up now.
Yeah, you done froze.
And your video quality was like complete potato quality.
He's gonna have to come back in a second.
How we looking? How we feeling?
Oh, yeah,
Looking
picture
better.
quality is much better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what the hell happened. Okay, what did you guys hear and what did you miss?
You sound like a robot with laryngitis.
Lord.
And even then, that's what I personally. That's just me purely because I've been like alternating between you coming here and like to the kitchen.
Fuck it, I'm moving on.
Food. Okay.
Fuck it, I'm moving on.
All right.
So, what? No, what the? I need to know what was heard and what wasn't.
You're robotic in how you sound and how you talked, but I got most of what you had said up until like the last 20 seconds.
Okay, so I need somebody to remind me that at some point after we're done talking about all these, that I need to bring IDW Tailgate back up. Because I have a bit of a rant with him that I need to get into. Because there's something specific with that drives me ballistic. It has nothing to do with Cyclonus. I'm going to make that clear. But there is something within that whole entire conglomerate that really got under my fucking skin when I found out. That said, now we can move on.
Okay. Point blank. Colors look better than the original. I still don't like this mold, but I'm sure those who missed out on its initial run will probably be very happy to get another chance at it with better colors, better plastic, probably.
Okay. Bees, you're up.
Okay. Give me a few seconds. I'm coming. Okay, I have the American Deco version of this, and I know this is referencing the Japanese version of him. So, because I already had the character, basically, he's a pass for me. I mean, it's a pretty neat looking figure. It's pretty neat looking, but I don't need a second one. I'm done.
Okay, so... Okay, now this is one where I can kind of just gloss over real quick. Obviously, for those who pay attention to your JG1-ness, so once again, hi, I'm the JG1 guy. This is not Point Blank, this is Blanker. Because this is the Japanese rendition of the character, so therefore he has a different name, a different personality, all that. So, obviously, the robot mode, the biggest difference here is the head. And then in the vehicle mode, the biggest difference is the colors. So, yeah. If you guys were happy with him when you first got him, cool. However, I would personally recommend, give this a shot, just in case. Because obviously, whenever they get a chance to rerun a mold, it gives them an opportunity to fix and tweak tolerances. And I know for a fact, Point Blank's tolerances are dog shit. Like, they are really, really bad. So, yeah, tolerances-wise, it's not that great of a figure, and I'm hoping this one's going to fix it. And if we get the confirmation that this actually has tighter joints, I will go ahead and swap out. If not, then I'll just keep the one that I have and be happy because for right now, I have all three Autobot Target Masters. But at the same time, the fact that they are now running a Japanese version of the set, that pretty much opened the door for Crosshairs. So we might be getting a new Crosshairs in the future. We'll just have to wait and see. That said, we'll go ahead and count Blanker as done.
Can we get a new mold for Crosshairs too? That'd be nice, but I'm not putting it past Hasbro to basically reuse the Siege one.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Moving on.
Fangry. I remember when I got this. Like, this guy has got, at least from my copy from that 4-pack years ago, has got a lot of tolerance issues, kind of floppy, and like the knees specifically, but it's not a bad figure. It's just the build quality on mine was just not very good. So I might pick it up if its tolerances are better on this. Maybe. I don't know. I really hope they do another Twinferno. I really like this mold. I just don't like the tolerances on it. Beast?
I got the Beast Collide 4-pack that just came in. Was it Beast Collide or like? Yeah.
Worlds.
Worlds Collide.
Yeah, thank you. Wasn't there a Beast themed one? What was that? Anyway, yeah.
There was.
I did get the 4-pack that he came in, but I sold him off because I had no connection to the character, and I wanted the honestly in that whole 4-pack, I just wanted the Nemesis Primal and the Black Arachnia with the leopard spotted Brog. It kind of grew on me. I still have that. So I sold the poor man's Bumblebee and this. And BC asked me if I still had that figure, since I'd gotten the 4-pack. But when he got back into buying mainline figures, I was like, no, I sold them off. Don't you remember? They're like, damn it.
The one time I was hoping and praying that Bees' selling luck was going to be absolute dookie. The one time I was hoping his luck in the sales department was going to be dookie, and he sold it quick.
Somebody wanted the Fangry and didn't want to pay for the set.
Yeah, me. Anyway, so yeah, since it's officially my turn, yeah. Yay, I can finally have a Fangry, and that's basically all I need to say.
Yeah, I just really hope they fix the tolerances. Like, the bot mode is great, the Beast Bat mode is fantastic. Like, it is just, mine is a really floppy mess for whatever reason. All right, Mega Zarak. I don't have a connection to this character, but I do like the Armada Megatron mold a lot, but I might just get it for the color scheme, if I'm being honest. Beast?
I mean, the color schemes, I actually like the color scheme, but I don't plan on getting the figure because I have no connection to Mega Zarak or the convention exclusive this is based off of. So it's really all I got to say.
See, sometimes being the quote-unquote smartest in the room really does come back to bite you in the butt. Because, yeah, I love the fact that we got a Mega Zarak. And I can't wait until this is actually out so I can see it for itself and then kind of decide whether or not I'm actually going to go in on it. Like, obviously, if I do decide to get this, I'm going to get it with the massive, quote-unquote asterisk ahead of it. Meaning, I'm doing it for the sake of rebirth. I'm not doing it for the sake of my personal collection.
Right.
And then plus, you never know. Like, there have been plenty of times where I'm like, I'm just getting it for this. I'm not planning on keeping this after anything that I've done for the sake of the video that I'm planning. And then when I actually got it out of the box and I started messing around with it, and then I got it in hand, and all of a sudden I'm like, wow, this thing is actually not that bad. So, who knows? Who knows? If I do decide to get it, chances are you're going to see him in Rebirth. How he's going to act in Rebirth, I have no idea. Also, that tank mode looks totally dope. Anyways, I'm done.
All right, moving on. Oh.
Okay, you know what? Let's just say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. This is fucking dog shit.
I hate it. I know it's not supposed to be Unicron himself. It's supposed to be his soldier. But like Unicron, didn't all of his like soldiers look pretty much like Unicron? Am I crazy?
Not necessarily, especially when you actually keep in mind what his name is. Yeah, there's a serious disconnect here because this isn't Unicron Soldier. This is Herald of Unicron.
Like the head is ugly. The legs, like I know it's a retool and there's a budget for everything. I just hate that everything for the retooling basically stops when you get to the legs because it's clearly Megatronus's legs with the Unicron bits on the side. And also the cannon, I don't know if they have any more. No, they don't have any more pictures. Oh, they got the box art, kinda. I think they got the box art for Herald of Unicron. Okay. It's not Unicron Soldier. I think that was just the code name they had for it.
Yeah, it was the code name. They didn't want to reveal the name.
Okay, Herald of Unicron. Yeah, no, this is even uglier than I thought it was.
Yeah, and somehow the name made it worse.
And yeah, like cool, a Unicron Soldier. Like, I guess it looks like what was it, the Universe toy or the Prime toy that had this tank mode?
Cybertron.
Cybertron. Okay. Yeah, no, this is I don't know. Even using it as like a stand-in Unicron, it's still not great.
Yeah, no, just fuck this thing. Anyways, Bees, go ahead.
Hard pass. Next.
Well, thank you for making it easy for me, Bees. Yeah, no, fuck this thing. Like, no, seriously, for real, fuck this thing. And fuck everything that it stands for. I don't like this. I don't like it one little bit. I don't care if he's an army builder. I don't care if there's a very specific reference that this is supposed to be referencing that actually makes a lot of the design cues make sense. It's fucking stupid. It's absolute dog shit. This is not how you do a retool. This thing is atrocious. This thing needs to be vaulted. And the fact that we are literally sitting here staring at this and asking ourselves why the fuck this happened, when we could have had something so much better, because we had a mold that for this exact same concept was fucking perfect. That being the Liege Maximo mold. Get your mileage out of that instead. You want to know what this should have been? It should have been IDW Autobot Megatron.
Oh, baby, yes.
If that's what this would have been, people would have lost their minds, and entirely because of that alone, Wave 3 would have been an absolute slap.
Like,
but this is Age of the Primes going out on a very sad whimper. Because, like, literally of everything we've seen thus far, only one new mold.
Yeah.
It went out the same way the ex-wife missile did from Iron Man 2.
Oh.
Like, it starts out strong and, like, it's got promise. Then,
yeah, like two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that's not to say that like any of the figures here are terrible, because like none of these are inherently bad. I don't like the point blank mold. A lot of people love it. I just don't. And that's okay. But the best thing to come out of this wave being Swindle, like come on. We fucked up somewhere. Okay, Tailgate's pretty is another really fantastic mold, but you get my point. Usually the send-off waves are like the best thing to come out of this.
Where they come out the gate fucking swinging.
And like yeah, it's cool. After 2 years, we finally get to finish Bruticus, but like if that's gonna be the highlight of Age of the Primes, is you get to finish Bruticus, then I don't know, man. You fucked up somewhere.
Now that said, we are supposedly getting a fourth wave, but I'm not holding my breath on that.
Yeah. And yeah, then we just get to the comments on this.
Okay, so my little rant about IDW Tailgate. Now, obviously, anybody who has read the IDW comics, you already know that IDW Tailgate as a character is very beloved, and for very good reason. You know, he's a solid character, great writing, and above all, just a really, really solid take on Tailgate. Where I begin to draw issue with this entire ordeal is when I find out that Tailgate was not originally supposed to have that starring role.
Oh.
You want to know who that role was supposed to go to?
Who was it meant for?
It was supposed to go to Powerglide.
What?
Yep. Powerglide's role was stolen by
Don't make me throw you like I did your predecessor.
No. Bring it back over here. Bring it back over here.
Wrong tailgate.
He's lucky I didn't go with the backhand anyways. So, let me get this straight. Powerglide is completely set dry of any chance at actually getting some form of characterization or actually get a chance to be something other than, oh, hey, we go!
And interspecies romances.
And interspecies romances. Instead, like, IDW had the opportunity to really make him shine. And instead, they chose to put Tailgate in the role as complete, like, just Powerglide deserved better, and I'm going to stand on business when I say this new Powerglide figure that we have, it better start generating more actual popularity for him. And I stand on business with that, just like how I'm going to stand on business when I say Wind Charger needs more love. And I'm not just talking toys anymore. Give these guys time to shine in the shows. Give these guys time to shine in the comic books. Give these guys a chance to shine in cartoons. Like, just give them an opportunity. Hell, at this rate, I'll even take them in a fucking live-action movie. If it guarantees that they're gonna get some level of love finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what Hasbro's problem with certain characters are, but like, or not just Hasbro, it's like the whatever comic studio was in charge at the time. They're like, oh, we want this guy.
Yeah, but and yet the writers and they're like, well, but I intended this role for this character. Well, we'd rather you use this character.
Like,
I'm
why?
telling you right now, I'm telling y'all right now, Rebirth will not suffer from that. If a specific arc or a specific character moment happens, it is specific for that character. It is not going to be changed at the last second just because I want to be an executive that wants to give someone else all the fucking spotlight while this poor sack of shit stays in the fucking line, stays in the fucking shot.
You can really tell who the writers' favorites are sometimes, and then you can tell who the executives were like, "No, fuck this guy. We want this guy instead."
Yeah, and like obviously, if you were saying like if you were going to do like some kind of redemption story and you were utilizing, what's a good example? Where you were going to do the redemption story with Ironhide, but then all of a sudden the exec stepped in and said, actually, no, use Grimlock instead, I would actually be okay with something like that. Because Ironhide and Grimlock both kind of share Spotlight. So at that point, it makes sense that, yeah, the exec stepping in and saying, give that Spotlight to Grimlock instead, I can see it. You mean to tell me that two characters that barely got anything, and you pick the one that is literally the least popular between the two to give all of this to? Hasbro's problem is that they have a character that they won't promote because they believe no one cares about them. People will care if you make them care about them, like how y'all did with Mirage.
Yeah, they put Mirage front and center for a good little bit, and now he's kind of back to being sidelined.
Yeah.
Which is fucking. Although that's not 100% true because he is coming out in that new 3-pack.
Oh yeah, yeah. He is getting a redo of the kingdom figure, right?
Who?
What?
Who?
Mirage. His figure's the repaint of
Yeah. He's a retool of that.
Oh yeah, because they're fucking shark puppet.
Anyway, so real quick, I have the list for the supposed Age of the Primes Wave 4. So let's go ahead and sit down and talk about this real quick. And hopefully, this is going to be the thing that changes my mind about this. So for Age of the Primes, Year 2, Wave 4. Supposedly, we are getting, as far as deluxes go, Breakaway, Skyguard, G2 Wild Rider, and Alpha Bravo.
Okay.
So, on those four, real quick, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Breakaway and Skyguard, they're specifically for Nexus Prime, so you're going to need that.
Ooh.
G2 Wild Rider, if you are still in on the G2 StunCons, congratulations, G2 Wild Rider is coming. Fuck Alpha Bravo. Fuck Alpha Bravo. I don't understand why this dude has so much popularity. He's a reject aerial bot. No one cares. Like,
He's the redheaded stepchild that nobody loves.
see, that's putting it lightly at this point.
He's the one of the helicopters, right?
He was the helicopter mold.
Oh, so we get a vortex retool then. Cool.
Repaint.
Repaint. It's going to be a straight up repaint.
Oh, lame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fact that they're trying to force Alpha Bravo down our throats right now. It's just, what the fuck? I cannot stand the fact that they are actually buying this shit with us. Anyway, sorry. Moving on.
But to be fair, at least he's not considered an essential part for Superion. Not this time around, anyway.
Yeah, not this time. That said,
That was 11 years ago.
the Voyagers, it's Guzzle and Cybershark.
Ooh.
Both of these, for me, are going to be a very, very easy skip because I don't do toy-only characters, period. However, I'm calling it now, Guzzle is going to be a retool of Brawl.
I'm going to grab Cybershark.
I have the Cybershark reissue from the Beast Wars line, so I might get it. I might pass on it. I don't know yet.
We'll see. That said, the leaders, and this is the one that personally gets me really excited, Machine Wars, Starscream, and a new Prime.
Ooh.
Wait, Optimus Prime or just a Prime?
A new Prime. I don't know who it is, and there's plenty of people saying what they think it could be, what others think it could be. Me personally, I think I'm of two minds with the new Prime. My first thought, the new Prime is just a code name for one of Nexus's limbs. So this could be the body parts that allows him to actually attach his limbs.
Yeah, that could be it.
That said, though, the new Prime also end up being the lead Prime from the Skybound comics.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or-
it could be that.
Yeah.
It could be that.
So I'm surprised that it took them this long to make make Machine War Starscream, because that's literally what the Legacy Evolution Skyquake and Dreadwing were. Which I'm not gonna lie, I actually might grab it because those are some damn solid figures.
Yeah,
And
they're really good.
because that's clear. Like I am becoming convinced at this point that those two were a pre-tool for Machine Wars Starscream, because look at the original photos of the original toy versus those two. Yeah, it's like 98% for real Machine Wars Starscream. And honestly, again, because I love the Skywarp and Dreadwing, I think I'm going to grab that purely because it's a solid mold. At least in my opinion.
And then there's me, who sold them because I got tired of looking at them.
I like the Skyquake and Dreadwing a lot. They're really good.
I actually got a couple of upgrade kits for mine. There's the upgrade kits for the Prid Voyager versions of them, the accurate cannons and weapons and all that. Yeah, those are actually, they're a little bit small, just a wee bit on the small side for that, but they still work. And I found a couple of garage kits that, in fact, let me go grab one of them real quick to show you. Come here, you.
And then as soon as he's done with all that, maybe some more rebuild talk?
Oh, fuck.
Whoa, you okay?
Yep.
Hey, stop dying. Chipotle burrito.
What? Anyway, got a garage kit that gives him a show accurate.
Oh, the chest is new.
And some heals for stability.
Yeah, that mold was fucking notorious for falling the fuck over.
That's why there's a reason he stands on the back of a shelf and not front and center.
So, yeah, unfortunately, there is some parts for me involved because you got to remove this and tab it into the back somewhere. And I think that's the same thing with these, but personally, I don't care. And there's the aforementioned weapon that I mentioned that is meant for the Prid figure.
But it goes perfectly with that.
It's a little on the small side, but it still worked.
Yeah, as long as it's functional, that's all that matters on that.
Thank you, AliExpress. Not sponsored.
Okay.
And TFA is the one who first did that with his figures. Like, where'd you get those from? He's like, I got them from AliExpress. Like, oh, sweet, send me a link.
Yep.
And while we're talking about the mold still, this is like one of the few times I've been able to keep a straight face when pulling a practical joke. Okay, so when I was joining everybody, when we're about to start up for an episode of Scrapyard, it took so much concentration for me to keep such a straight face. I said, guys, there's something wrong with my Legacy Skyquake. Like what's wrong with it? Like, mine's gotten discolored. It's looking a little blue. And I pulled out the Dreadwing. That's why I don't pull so many jokes on. That's why you will never see me pulling pranks on someone unless I'm somehow able to hide my face, because otherwise, yeah, my face will give it away. I would be struggling so hard. I'd be grinning I'd be grinning and giggling like an idiot, and my face would give it away. This is like the one and only time I had enough willpower, just straight face.
Just straight face, and he played us all.
It was so hard, but it's so hilarious.
Bastard.
Why are you talking about Woody?
Yeah, I was talking about Eldar.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, do we want more Rebirth updates or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm down for it.
Yeah, what you got for us, man?
I'm actually going to let you guys choose. Do you want a future character that's joining the cast at some point, not in season 1, or do you want the theme idea for a future season?
Theme idea for a future season.
Yeah, theme idea.
So here is the idea for season 3. Season 3 is where it's gonna be two different wars being fought at the same time. One is going to be the war between Cyburn and Megatron, and the other is going to be a war that's being fought between Cyburn and another very specific Autobot whose name I'm not going to read, Rodimus. Basically, the entire idea for Season 3 is to have Rodimus be very bent out of shape over the fact that the Matrix chose the youngest son and not him. So the whole idea, so basically the entire idea of this is Season 3 is all about acceptance. And that's ultimately what's going to pave the way that will help lead to Cyburn Prime becoming a thing. Because when this whole entire thing first starts, it's Cyburn Minor. He still hasn't grown into his full-blown Prime lineage yet. And then obviously the story of how he's actually going to become his prime form. The only one that knows is Bees, and he's forced to keep that one like completely locked down. Where no matter how much I'm tempted, I will not reveal how how he's going to become Cyborg Prime to anybody. Like that's one area where it is locked down, top secret, nobody's allowed to know. Why simple? I don't want people stealing my fucking idea.
Which is fair.
So yeah, overall, when it comes to Rebirth, that is generally where I'm going with season 3. For season 2, that one is more. How do I put this? So season 3 is all about acceptance, right? Season 2 is about healing and learning to understand that everybody is flawed. No one's perfect. So that's kind of the overall idea for season 2. But like as far as like anything else that's super interesting for season 2, honestly, the most I can give you guys is season 2 is where I'm really going to focus a lot more on what's going on with Leo Prime and why and what makes him so tick. And then on top of that, I'm also going to end up going through the entire.
Oh my god. Sorry, J-Tank sent a screen capture when Shark Papa was on. Like, why is there a shark? Why is there a shark? I'm sorry.
Now you see, J-Tang, when you are a Bayverse Glazer, you don't understand what basic comedy is. So therefore, I don't expect you to understand why the hell a shark was on screen, because your Bayverse loving ass cannot pull your own head out of your own ass just long enough to actually smell what fresh air looks like.
You.
Yeah, see, you agrees.
You.
Hey, high five. Here, you're hungry? Have this.
Look, the cheese.
There you go.
What the hell is that?
It was cheese. Laced with poison.
Oh no! Oh no! Not again!
Wait, that was poison?
Lordy.
I almost want to do a Shark Puppet reference in something. And do that fucking screech.
I can do the voice, but not the scream. So I was like, let's look up ringtones.
Actually, real quick. So have I revealed who's voicing who in an update yet? Like as far as like Synthen Lounge is concerned.
I can't remember.
I know you posted a voice cast update a little bit ago.
But okay, so basically the point I'm getting at is to make sure that it is live and nobody can say that BC's on. Let's go ahead and reveal who these two guys are voicing. Mr. Buki here.
Yes.
I hope you guys find him funny, because when he starts voicing in Rebirth, he's not going to be having very funny lines. He is going to be the voice of Rebirth's Ultra Magnus. And bees. bees. Bees, oh bees. So if we were to
What's going on? Your sound.
You're cutting out again.
Yeah, you sound like a robot getting a dick shoved down its throat.
Let me maximize him. Oh, sure, now it works.
Yeah, you're having issues on your end.
You're gonna StreamYard, seriously, stop fucking with me.
So what do I have the floor for again? I couldn't tell. Like, if you're saying anything, I couldn't hear.
What I was trying to set up. Well, I was gonna basically say, look at this doofy ass motherfucker here. Look at this. Look at this. I told you that this goofy ass looking motherfucker is Megatron. Voice.
Decepticons transform and rise up.
Oh, this. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it's giving me so many issues right now.
I think you have connection issues because your video quality is looking very 2010s, and your sound is like just.
Give BC a moment.
Well, I guess since I'm the only other lead in here, I'm in charge of the scrapyard until PC comes back, because I know my place. I'm not going to take over the scrapyard because I'm not Woody or Savage. I value my life.
Wait, we're taking over the scrapyard now? Let's go!
Hey, he said it, not me. He said it, not me. I said I was taking over until BC came back. I was taking his place until when he's back now. He's trying to start a coup.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, your booty is trying to start a coup.
You can't prove anything. He's lying.
Liar, plays for hire.
His pants on fire, Patrick.
All you would know, liar.
So anyways, how am I sounding?
You sound better.
At least for now. And your video quality is, again, better, at least for now.
Anyways, so, what is this about mutiny I'm hearing?
No, nothing. You're back, so we don't gotta plan anything.
I'm about to have to ask you to turn that camera on, boy.
Camera is broken right now.
Oh, okay. How convenient! How convenient that the camera's broken.
Yeah,
Camera no worky right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be broken like your nose in a bit.
Oh, not again.
Dude, I already bonked the shit out of him with a hammer recently.
Oh.
Beepoo. Oh, wait, bonk him again.
Oh.
Bonk.
Ah, why?
Okay, we need to stop. Matter of fact, here, I'm gonna make it even. Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna make it even real quick. Hey, Bees.
The hell was that? Oh, sorry.
Oh, he is fucking dead.
He dead.
Oh,
Well,
he's dead.
I was gonna ask what everyone wanted from Chipotle, but
Finland!
So anyways, so that we can actually do this properly now. Please get up. So he's doing that bit. Okay, cool. So anyway, yeah, I'm the voice of I am the voice of Sideburn in all three of its forms. Buki here is the voice of Ultra Magnus, and this dead ass motherfucker right here. Yeah, he's the voice of Rebirth Megatron. I'm dead ass Rebirth. Let me guess, he's gonna put up the picture of the dead. Yep, I fucking knew it.
Oh man.
I mean, gotta give the guy credit. He commits to the bit.
He's committed. He is committed.
He does indeed commit to the bit.
Yeah, I think once these pieces dry, I'm calling it for painting tonight.
Hey, Bees, you dead?
He seems dead still. Well. Do you think he likes Qdoba more than Chipotle?
No, that's what the knockout version of him likes.
I like Qdoba more personally. Don't give me that look. I said what I said.
I need to feed you some real fucking tacos because Qdoba is fucking dog shit.
Man.
Okay, so now I'm gonna have to figure out who's gonna be replacing Bees for Rebirth Megatron because unfortunately he's dead as hell now. So I kind of need to figure that out.
Yeah, we gotta figure this out now.
I mean, could we maybe check and see if David K is available?
As long as we can get him to say "put it in my ass."
It'll never happen.
I know.
Or you know what, man? I can definitely get some nostalgia points. Why don't we go ahead and contact Frank Welker about it?
He's still dead. He's still dead.
He's still dead. Ow, my leg.
All right. Well, if he's still dead, I need to. I'll go bury him in the field. I gotta get ready to go bury him in the field.
Ow, my neck. Oh no, I think I see what he's doing.
All right, come on, bees. I gotta make sure no one sees me.
Okay. Oh, hey, Acer, while you're out there.
Oh.
Buries both. My dick don't work. Wait, what the fuck?
Huh? Fine, I'll put clothes back on. Fine.
Oh my god. Ouchies. At this rate, bees are just having fun.
Yeah.
Wake the fuck up now. We're just gonna sit here in pure silence
Yep.
while we wait for everything to fix itself. Scorching hard at me, but you mother.
Okay. Do I actually do I gotta bury him for real this time? I'll put the hot back on. I'll put the,
Yeah, I was having way too much fun with that.
all right.
Yeah,
Well, you killed BC. I gotta bury him in the field now. All right. Come on. You're coming with the boar, man. Ah! Fine, I'll put. Fine. Stop! I already took the hog head off. Stop it.
Beat him again. I wasn't looking.
No.
looking.
No. No.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Violence. I mean, violence.
Man.
Is that a glass bottle?
Wait.
Dead
This
ass
isn't-
Acer.
This is a.
Are we gonna get a dead ass Acer?
I don't have a dead me. I'm sorry. BC, this isn't. Ow! This isn't one man, one jar. Come on.
What the fuck?
Ah! Ow!
Huh, weird. These things just keep respawning for me. Hey, catch.
Ah! Why are you like this?
Yeah,
Have you
Hey.
met him?
really cool reflex test. Literally nothing happened.
Is he indestructible?
Kamehameha! Hey, boy!
In the reverse.
Well, I tried.
Yeah.
I said Udo reverse.
I don't feel like throwing myself on the floor again. Rug burn isn't fun. Beepoos in frequency. I like this.
Alright, fine then. At least do this one. At least do this one. Explains in Beepoo.
Beepoo. Beepoo? Beep. Oh, Beepoo! Okay. Oh, shit. Ow.
Man. He's got some
Okay.
lotion and rug burns.
Okay, guys, should I watch Dragon Ball Evolution? Of fucking course, this is a Naruto question.
I haven't seen any amount of Dragon Ball, but I do know that Evolution is abysmal dog shit.
Naruto, don't ever mention that again. You just gave me generational PTSD. God damn it, man. I should probably end the stream soon before I end up really killing him.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. Give me the dead ass bees' ankles real quick.
All right.
Drag him over here real quick. All right, Nariko. Hope it was worth it. Nariko's probably dead as hell now.
All right. Go.
Anyways, yeah, I think it's about time we start finally headed out because I'm starting to get tired.
Yeah, I gotta find something to eat too. I'm starting to get real fucking hungry.
So yeah, of course you can't feel anything. Nariko just beat the fucking tar out of you with a living ass bees, apparently.
Live ass bees.
Man.
What?
The fuck was that?
Anyway, so yeah, yeah, I think we're done for the night. Thank you guys for coming out to the Synthen Lounge. I appreciate y'all. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Bacon?
And I have my reason. What the fuck? Get the ass out of here.
Like bacon.
No, get the fuck out of here.
Oh. You made him sad. I hope you're happy with yourself.
Good. Fuck him. You wanna know why? You wanna know why he annoys the fuck out of me? Because he reminds me of Aladar.
I can see that, but at the same time, he's a lot nicer.
Until he's not.
If you deny him his chimkin for too long, then he won't be nice. I think I still have the scar on my neck from the time he tried to bite out my jugular. Huh?
Wait, he has actual teeth?
You don't remember on Scrapyard? Like when I was doing the Imperial March bit?
I was making a joke on the fact that we always make him look so fucking wimpy. And then on top of that, let's be real, if this is a real Chimkin Carno who loves Chimkin that much, with the way he speaks, you would 100% think that he has no teeth. Just straight up gum. So he just gums all his prey to death. Anyways, we're gonna go now.
Yeah. I think it might be a good time to go.
Acer, go rest your head. Because for the first time ever on my stream, you got your ass beat.
Man,
Spousal abuse, domestic violence.
Oh,
We have
man.
proof of BC beating the shit out of his Buki.
Listen, when he throws on that boar hat, anything can happen. All right.
Well, better start taking anger management classes and couples therapy.
I told him the boar head stays on. He doesn't like it.
And I told him the next time he puts that fucking boar hat on, we was gonna throw hands.
But I'm supposed to be the naked hog man.
Okay, yeah, only in private. You're not supposed to do that here. That's only for me. You need to stop.
A naked
Oh my
boar
God.
man. Isn't that the guy that Bryce Papenbrook voices, or am I thinking of someone else?
You're thinking of the same guy. Just the picture that he's using though is a different character. Same idea, different character.
I've never seen Demon Slayer, so
What?
Either. I don't plan to, except for the Japanese dub, because fuck Funimation.
I'm ending this stream before I end up committing fucking spousal murder.
he's gonna crash out. Bye, guys. It was fun.
Later. Buy a shockwave. What? It's a good figure.
I get that, but you're not TFA.
In the distance, I gotta hear saying, "Stop stealing my bits!" But seriously, buy a shockwave.
That means two things.